I think for the caregiver, it's important that they help maneuver the patient through the process. The transplant process is complicated, and I think they need a navigator for that. And it doesn't have to be somebody in the business of transplant, but somebody to help get them to their appointments, understanding what's happening, what the evaluation is all about, making sure they understand the education that they get. In healthcare, I care for transplant patients all the time. My friend didn't ask me to be a caregiver. We hadn't actually been in contact for over 30 years. When we got in contact, he gave me some information about his history, and I said, you know, you might want to get a checkup. And when we found out he had liver cancer, there was no option, there was no choice. It was the right thing to do, and he had no one. I attended the entire evaluation with him. I went to every doctor's appointment with him. One thing with liver disease is different from the other organs is they have what's called encephalopathy. So they can't necessarily always understand and retain information. So it's really important for the caregiver to be able to do that. It was the day after Thanksgiving, and it was just an amazing experience to be there as a friend and support him through that. My experience as being a caregiver has influenced my caregiving as a professional profoundly. Being on the side of a caregiver gives me so much information about what our caregivers are going through for our transplant patients. It allows me to put the caregiver in the picture and not just to focus on the recipient. And it helps me remind my staff that the caregiver's needs are really important and that they need to be cared for by us also.